Hello everyone, hope you're having a fantastic week. Damon here, and I am coming at you from the end of a very wet and rainy week here in Fort Myers. If you are staying local, if you're here full time, then you know what I'm talking about. We've just been under siege from Mother Nature. I think the last time I checked, and I'm recording this on Friday the 14th of June, we had received, and when I say we, south end of the state, 4 trillion gallons of rain has been dumped on us in the last 3 to 4 days. To put that in perspective, Lake Okeechobee is 1 trillion gallons. So that's 4 Lake Okeechobees that have been dumped on us. So hopefully everyone out there is safe. Hopefully your properties are high and dry. Looks like south and north of us got it a little bit worse than we did, but yeah, crazy times. This is summer in the tropics here. So I've had a lot of requests to bring my monthly videos back, so I am here letting you know that I'll be coming back at you more frequently now, just to give you an update on what's going on with the market, what's happening out there, maybe industry changes, some stories, things that I think maybe you might find helpful and beneficial. There's been quite a bit of news lately, locally and nationally, as far as real estate is concerned. So let's just start kind of locally. And if you've worked with me before, if you know, whether it's on the buy side or on the selling side, you know that I am very much an information first person. I believe in empowering my clients. I think that you guys should know just as much, if not more, than we do in order to make the best decisions for you and your family, whether it's buying, selling, whatever it is that you want to do, holding. So it's important. And sometimes, you know, the last couple of years, it's been very easy to deliver that information to you because the market's been great, right? Things are going up every time. Every month I'd come on here, I'd be saying how much more we've increased in equity and values, and we're still in a very good spot, guys, like a great spot. But sometimes, you know, things change. What goes up must come down. We are coming, you know, we're decelerating from market value increases from, you know, a pandemic and from very low interest rates to very high interest rates. And you know, there are some changes that are happening. So sometimes with that information, I don't have the best of news, but it's news and it's things that we need to deal with. So about 2 weeks ago, an article came out that basically said that Fort Myers, Cape Coral metro area is the 3rd slowest market in the country right now. And we kind of expected that because for several years we were one of the fastest growing and fastest moving markets in the country. So that's natural, right? That's the balance of things. With where we are today, I want to just share some information on just what's happening with the market and what we're seeing. So Fort Myers, I'm going to look at May numbers and give you an idea of what's happening compared to, you know, May of 2024 compared to May of 2023. And it's not as bad as the media portrays it, but it is something we need to keep an eye on. So I'm going to look at 2 things: single family homes versus condos and townhomes, and it's important why I'm going to do both. Single family homes, just to give you a real quick snapshot, the average sales price of a single family home right now in Fort Myers is $606,000. That's still way up from where we were when I first started, and I'm starting to date myself now, but when I first started in 2012, average sale price in our office was less than $200,000 for single family. So we are we've quickly climbed, and our numbers are still very strong. Where I'm a little concerned about where we're heading is, I think, as we're coming into the summer now, and we're typically a very seasonal market, people that need to sell based on changes to family, you know, job relocation, health, whatever it is, if they have to sell, with the amount of inventory we have, I think we're going to start to see prices come down a little bit. And that may be short term, but we are going to see that because we just can't have as much inventory as we've had. So prices only down 4% from this time last year. So we've only had a 4% drop, which is very significant because we had such incredible gains. We had almost 100% gains from 2020 to 2022, 2023. So we're doing great as far as that is concerned. Numbers of properties sold compared to last year down 7%. Not a huge change. Average days on market's climbing. We're getting to 100 days on market now as our average, and that's the average, which means that some are going to move a little faster and some are going to take a little bit longer. We're seeing some homes in some communities that are taking 120, 130, 140 days on the market. there's nothing wrong with them, right? They're priced right according to what we're seeing market data wise. They're in good shape, but there's just so many choices out there. And this is where the next two pieces of data are really, really telling. Number of properties for sale. 1,461 single-family homes in Fort Myers. That's up 23% from this time last year. And our month supply of inventory, 5.18 months of inventory. So that's up 32% from last year. So if nothing else comes on the market based on how fast we're selling, it would take Fort Myers to over 5 months to sell through all the single family homes that are currently on the market. This doesn't take into consideration all of the new construction that's out there. Not every builder puts their new construction out there. This is just what's in MLS. So that's really telling. So we're holding our values, but we are seeing inventory continue to rise. It's taking a lot longer for homes to sell, and that's going to probably start to lead to some prices drop slightly. We're not seeing like this major crash or anything like that. I mean, these are numbers for the third slowest market in the country, and really we're still at 4%. We're only down 4% in our market values. We're doing pretty good. Florida's always been a destination. People are still coming here every day, so we're in good shape as far as that's concerned. Condos and townhomes, and I have these separated out because the condo market right now is really struggling. And the reason for that is insurance, right? Insurance has been a major issue in Florida for the last few years. We got hit by 2 major hurricanes in Southwest Florida. You're seeing, flooding right now in Miami. Insurance is a tough thing right now. That's going up every year. Even more so with condos. After Surfside collapsed, there's a lot more regulations, there's a lot more inspections, there's a lot more reserves that these condos have to hold. And we're seeing major ramifications of that in special assessments, in rising condo fees, and that's really hurt the condo market. So when people talk generally about Florida real estate, Southwest Florida real estate, what the market's doing, you really have to separate it out. We've always been a market of like micro markets, right? We have so many gated communities, we have so many specialized communities out here that when you look at just general, market conditions, it's really not that telling. You have to drill in a little bit further. And even these two, just separating it out, single family home versus townhomes and condos, that's not really giving you the whole story. You always have to drill down deeper. We always go to the level of the community first and then go out from there. But just to give you guys a general sense of what's happening. So condos and townhomes are actually up 2% from this time last year. Average sale price is $332,000. So $332,000. That's wild to me. I look at the numbers and you get so in the weeds looking at things every day, and you sit there and you say, wow, we're actually up in value than compared to a year ago. Pretty crazy. Number of properties sold is down 12%. Average days on market for condos 108 days, and that's climbing. That's up 37% from this time last year. Number of properties for sale. This is the big one. The condo inventory is really rising. 1,770 condos and townhomes in Fort Myers on the market. That is up almost 50% from this time last year. That's huge. That's going to have ramifications in the pricing of condos and townhomes for sure. Month supply of inventory, even more dire. I don't want to say dire. That's a little dramatic, but 6.73 months on the market, so up 69%. So those two inventory rising, those two data sets, that's going to have an impact on pricing. It has to. It's only a matter of time before we start to see those prices start to come down. So I say this because I think sometimes you want to know what's happening just in broad terms here. We are definitely seeing inventory rise, and that's going to continue through the summer. A lot of people are saying, well, I don't want to sell right now. I'm going to wait until the interest rates come down and there's more buyers on the market. That's all great. What I see, and no one can tell you what's going to happen because we never experienced an increase that we had with a pandemic, right? Major changes to the way people worked and lived, and Florida was a very, 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 very attractive destination for those people because they could work from home, they could still go out to eat, no state income tax. It was great. That's starting to roll back now a little bit. And so no one really knows how we're going to decelerate. We're not going to see this major, crash, but we are seeing inventory rise. Now, when when interest rates come down, and no one can agree on how dramatic that's going to be, when that's going to happen, and how much those rates are going to drop. No one can agree on that. We do know that rates will come down. When they come down, more buyers will enter the market and they will start to absorb this inventory that we have. That's going to help, but I don't think that's going to all of a sudden just start shooting our prices back up again. That's not going to happen. I think what it's going to do is it's going to decelerate some of the price decreases that we're seeing, and we'll get back to a normal level of balance where then, like Southwest Florida typically does, you'll get a couple of percentage points every year increase in value. It's been that way since the 80s. There's been 2 times that we've seen values really shoot up and then come down. That was the housing bubble in, from 05 to 08, and COVID. And COVID was, a lot of people spent a lot of money, put a lot of money down on homes. It's nothing like the housing bubble at all. So I don't want people to think that way. But anyway, that's what's going on there. We're already over 10 minutes, so if you're still here, you're a top fan. Thank you very much. I just wanted to just let you guys know I'm going to be coming at you a lot more. So every month you're going to see things from me. Next month I'm going to touch on some industry changes that are going to be happening over the summer, how that impacts you from a buyer standpoint, from a seller standpoint, and also just a little plug here, little self-promotion. Thank you guys so much. My team was named top 1% of Coldwell Banker agents and teams across the country for 2023, and we could not have done that without you. We have the greatest clients in the world. I truly believe that. You guys are amazing. Anything we can do to help you, questions, I don't care if you say, Damon, I'm never selling a house again. That's awesome. Great. Then let's have lunch. Let's hang out. Let's do something. I'm here to answer any questions you have. So thank you very much. If you have questions that you want me to answer next month, things that you're just curious about, things that you've seen, whatever, shoot me a message or send me an email, 239-851-5600, or email me at damon.viteri@floridamoves.com. And again, thank you guys so much for everything. I hope you have a great start to the summer here. And I'll see you next time. Take care.